Hello, hello. Welcome again to our podcast at the Rose Meditation. I'm Fernanda Nis, and I have again today, but by my side, Nuno, that's also a teacher at our meditation and mindfulness school. So, Nuno, today we're going to talk about something very interesting, as always, I must admit, that is related to what do you need to do your practice, or what do you need to start your practice. And this is why we are here seated on the floor inside our bedroom, two people, so you can have an idea of everything that's necessary to start doing your practices. And first of all, I have to tell everyone that's watching us that you don't even need to pay to start practicing, because in our platform you can do a 14 days trial. You don't even have to put your credit card, right?
No, just your name, email, and phone number.
That's it.
That's it.
And just go to therosemeditation.com and enroll in your 14 days trial, and you don't need anything. Just come and practice with us. But I always like to start also talking about, I really love this sentence that says, do you know how to have a summer body or a beach body? Is just have a body and go to the beach, or have a body, put your swimsuit and go to the beach. Basically, this is what you need to do our practices, to participate with us in this one that's the most ancient training method in the world.
Correct.
Right? So what do we need? What the person need to start to practicing with us? So do we need special clothes? Do we need a special yoga mat? Do we need a special or a big space to do the, what do we need? No.
Nothing big, nothing special. Okay, very easy things that most of us have at home. And so I would say comfortable clothes. That is important. We're going to do movement. We're going to stretch. Even to relax, we need comfortable clothes, and relaxation is one part of our classes. So it is important to be able to lie down and relax. And I like to start from there. So if you have space to lie down, to relax, and if your clothes are comfortable enough for you to relax, it should be more than enough to do a full practice. Okay? So the free space that you need is the same space that takes you to lie down on the floor. That's why the yoga mat kind of have that dimension. So it's a good reference. So if you're able to open a yoga mat on the floor, it should be enough for your practice. Comfortable clothes. Yes. Okay. What else? Technology. So you need to have a Zoom account, or of course it can be free. Okay, you don't need to pay for the Zoom account. It's just an app that you have on your laptop, on your tablet, or cell phone. And because to access our classes, even though we have our own platform that we can see the schedule of all classes, different classes, in which language the class will be taught, then when you join the class, you're going to jump into a Zoom meeting where the magic happens. And so you need one of those devices to do the class. For example, here I have a fisheye, which for me, it helps a lot. Okay, I can stay closer to my laptop while giving classes, which is interesting. I need to pay attention to what the students are doing, so I need to make corrections. So if I'm close enough to the screen, it's better for me. And then I need to change music, so I also being close to the laptop is important, but
Mhm.
you don't need to have a fish eye.
Mhm.
Okay? Some students will project the screen on the TV to have a bigger image. That's fine as well. Okay? So
Mhm.
technology, I will say that's the most important thing is having a laptop, an iPad, or a
Mhm.
tablet, or a cell phone.
Yeah, I really like to remind everyone because I know it's comfortable to be in a yoga room prepared for your class, but there are a few advantages of doing the online practice. And I have a few students that they like to wake up, just brush the teeth, go to the toilet, and come back wearing pajamas and start the day doing your meditation, doing your breathing exercises, doing your yoga practice. Like a lot of people like to do that. And not everyone likes to go out in their pajamas. So
Mhm.
it's a really good advantage of the online because you can do your practice in your bedroom as we are now. And it's more than comfortable. And I can say it's the best way to start your day.
Mhm.
Something else that I always like to remind is about the camera being on, because one of the advantages of doing the online practice with the teacher at the same time is that the teacher can correct you. Nuno was saying, I like to be closer to my laptop so I can see my students and I can correct them. So, in a second moment, I would recommend that you buy the fisheye camera so the teacher can see your entire body and say, look, you, Jane Doe, correct your knees, or you, John, you can stretch a little bit more, or things like that, that make your experience even better. So let's take advantage of that. Or, for example, you are at home, it's a weekend, you don't want to go out, you don't want to get the car to drive or to go by Uber. No, you just open your laptop, you just connect your phone, and you do your practice in your house. So you don't need an extra room or an extra floor, a special floor to do your practice. You can have a yoga mat, but if you don't have it, don't let that prevent you from starting. You can put a towel, or if it's a little bit colder, you can put a blanket or something like that just to bring you comfort to
Mhm.
your practice.
Yeah.
And you can start. Like, don't worry about clothes, about special space, about special technology. Don't let those things prevent you from starting,
Oh,
because the,
that's so true.
right.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the only thing that I don't recommend, but also already happened, we had a student and she thought she had her camera off and the camera was on, and she was alone at home. So she showed more than she would like
Yeah.
to.
Mhm.
Things that happened a lot with everyone during the pandemics, right?
Mhm.
We have a lot of stories. So I would recommend you to wear comfortable clothes as we are wearing now. But yes, wear your clothes.
Yes.
Any clothes. I can tell you that doing the yoga practice with the pajama, it's really, really comfortable. So don't worry about that. Come, join us, start your practice. You're gonna love it. But no, no, what does this practice that it's the more ancient, I would say it's more
And
ancient,
most anxious. Most.
most
Yeah.
ancient training system in the world. What does it consist on?
Okay. So it consists on a sequence of groups of techniques
Mhm.
that for beginners are mostly breathing exercises, body techniques, relaxation, and meditation. Even
Nice.
if in the first stage is more concentration than meditation, but let's say meditation. And I think one of the characteristics that make this so unique and ancient is that in a couple of classes, you will start to overlap the techniques. And that's kind of the uniqueness of our class.
It's almost an alchemy.
Yeah. I would say, for example, I'm breathing and I know that I'm doing breath work, but I'm aware of my body because in the couple of classes I took, I realized about the position, about the symmetry, about the stability, even the aesthetics of the position. So it's impossible in a couple of classes to ignore the body while doing breath work.
Exactly.
And then the same on the other side. So when I'm doing body techniques, I cannot ignore the breathing awareness that I built in a couple of classes. And I will try to, for example, do the whole class with nose breathing. And that's amazing. And the relaxation, the same thing, because the way that we teach the flexibility is based on relaxation. So in a couple of classes, I understood how to start to relax, and that will leverage the way that I will evolve on my flexibility. And the same with balance and focus and meditation. It is so interconnected. And it's not isolated. I can never see our classes as an isolated thing.
Just one technique.
Yeah. It just doesn't work that way.
Yeah.
And it's so combined, so comprehensive, so connected, that makes that unique.
It's like the recipe of a cake, right? You have the right ingredients, the right amount, the right order. Otherwise, we're going to create something different. And this is why it's important to have a teacher with a good experience, with a good formation, giving classes to you. But no, first things first. So when we start to practice, I already have my yoga mat. I already woke up wearing my pajamas and connected in the Zoom. So what is the first part of the beginner's class? It's the breathing exercises.
Correct.
You want to explain a little bit deeper about those exercises, the objectives, how they're going to work, to start the practice, what the beginner is going to feel when he executed or she executes the first breathing aware of breathing exercises.
Yes. I think the first thing that I will say is, if you read the book Breath from James Nestor, that was the class that he did in São Paulo with our colleague.
Yes.
And so remember, it was so important for him, that class, that he recommended our work regarding breath work. And it was always integrated. It was not an isolated breath work class. So the thing is, you will learn the foundation of the breathing awareness and the optimization of the breathing process. That means how to breathe better and how to train to breathe better, how to go and be able to isolate the abdominal breathing, the rib cage breathing, the upper breathing, rhythms. So it will be always in a kind of a challenging way of learning how to breathe. Having a bigger goal of optimizing breathing. That means you're going to breathe in such a way that you're going to collect more particles of oxygen per breathing cycle, more gas interchange per cycle. Also, if you read James Nestor book, it is about that. Is the function of breathing is to produce that in your body. So when you are able to control your breath, control the muscles, then you start to expand how deep your breath is, how important that is for your well-being, then it's an endless journey. We could be doing the same exercise for 10 years and it will always improve. Yeah, there's no limit. There's no final goal with breathing. It's just an initial goal to build that breathing awareness
in a path,
and then goes. Okay, and just go, 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 go. It never ends. There's no fixed goal in a way. Okay?
Yeah, you're right. But just a parenthesis here, I just reminded this, and I want to share with everyone that last month I completed 30 years anniversary of teaching.
Congratulations.
So, thank you. I graduated as a teacher exactly 30 years ago. But it's not about that. It's about, even though I'm already teaching and learning for more than 30 years, it always amazes me how this knowledge is so old, is so ancient, but at the same time, it's so comprehensive, it's so complete, and it has such a big impact on everyone. Like, I was talking to someone last week and she told me, she's from Brazil and she lives in the US, and she told me, I did a lot of classes and they were good classes, but your class, it's just impressive because it has more than 5,000 years. It's in Brazil since 1960. And it's so impressive that something so old is so complete and deep, and it has so this deep knowledge of the human body and can bring us so like far. It always amazes me that, because today we could create a technology with AI, but this knowledge, it's old and it's comprehensive and it's so impactful. You were talking about the breathing, and it's one of my favorite parts of our practices. I really love it because 30 years teaching, I could say that I saw thousands of students being impacted by the first class and the ability to fully fill their lungs, and oh my goodness, look how much air I can bring inside my lungs, and I didn't know that. My lungs capacity and the increase of that, and knowing and learning how to breathe well, and all the consequences, all the effects of controlling your breathing, and know that you can use it to improve your focus or improve your relaxation, or so many different things. It's so rich that it's to impress me. And I would say when I'm 80, almost 80, and I'm going to be teaching for more than 60 years, I think I will still be impressed by that.
Can I add then later?
Of course.
Because recently I have this image that came up when teaching a class. That was, why are we breathing this way? Like, why the complete breath? Why using the full capacity of the lungs? I said, why not? But then I realized that, imagine that you're thirsty, okay? And you have a glass of water, empty, okay? And you need to drink. It made no sense if you just pour water, 10% of the cup, and have it in sips of 10% of the capacity. Probably you would fill the cup, or almost fill the cup, to satisfy you, right? And it would never make sense to any of us. Every time you drink water, you're just putting 10% of the glass.
Just serve a 10%.
You wouldn't, and just take it wouldn't. Okay, it makes no sense. For all of us. But when you breathe just through the top of your lungs, that's what you're doing with the air and the oxygen. And it's so non-efficient for your body. So you're kind of making something that is not good in a way.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So when you do that in your first class, and then,
yeah,
damn it, so much air in my lungs, I'm feeling dizzy.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine you're pouring water and fill the cup
Yeah.
for the first time, and you drink and feel, now it feels good. And that was kind of a correlation that I made
It's a really
when
good
teaching
one.
a class. And I realized you would never do that for a glass of water. Why are you doing that for your lungs?
Right.
Fill your lungs completely. Use your full capacity. Use the full engine that you have. So you can breathe
there for a reason.
It's there for a reason. It has a size for a reason. Use it.
And it's insane because most people use the 10% capacity and just the sips.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, that's amazing. Okay, so after you learn that you can fill your glass of water and not just have those small sips, we're gonna do the contraction techniques.
Mm-hmm.
They are so trendy now, but
yes.
Again, such a node knowledge, and it's just a small part of our practice. Mm-hmm. I feel when I already studied that our practice has so many different techniques, and today you can see people grabbing just one and saying, this is amazing, and the other person says, no, this is amazing. And we do so many different techniques every class, and the discipline of doing that has such a big impact over your body that I don't know if we have a real idea of that.
Yeah.
But we're gonna have the second part.
Mm-hmm.
That's the contractions. Usually we do the abdominal contractions, or we can do the strengthening of the eye muscles. That's also so important. And I was telling that I went to the eye doctor last week because I wear glasses since I went to school for the first time. We understood that I had to wear glasses. And then the doctor was doing this exercise, so I should follow her with the pen. And she was impressed that even though I wear glasses for a long time and I have a high prescription, I had so much control of my muscles of my eyes. And I said, because I do yoga, I have this awareness, I understand, and I have the conscience about this part of my body. And it's the same thing with everything, but the contractions is one part. And I would like you to explain a little bit about the abdominal contractions. They are so amazing and they have so much good results. So talk a little bit about that, please.
We could put it in as an internal cleansing technique, but if that's too confusing, abdominal contractions. It is a way to activate specific muscles from your core that through movement or through compression, they will do an internal massage to your abdominal organs and they will work better. Those organs will work better. And on the abdominal region, most of them are filters, are kind of the natural organs of your daily detox. They are there to
the daily cleanse.
Yeah, they are there to purify or to absorb, to make to grab the nutrients and to separate what is not good for you so they can leave your body. And so they need a special attention, and the abdominal contractions are a way to do that. And at the same time, it's almost like we did the Detox Week challenge last week. Imagine that you live in a detox challenge for the rest of your life because you have detox organs, okay? And your detox routine should be the abdominal contractions.
Mm-hmm.
So your intestines should work perfectly, your liver, your kidneys, like everything should be sharp, okay? And the abdominal contractions is kind of the maintenance of them. And that's why they are so powerful. At the same time, they help you to build a strong and usable abdominal strength.
Mm-hmm.
That's why many of our practitioners, they have really good posture in a daily basis, because it's not that all of us have a six-pack, which is an external visible development of the abdominal or muscles. We are working internally, because when we are able to do good abdominal contractions internally, those muscles are strong, really strong, resistant, and that will help us to improve posture, to have more resistance, so many good things. So I'm kind of addicted to abdominal contractions. There's not one day that I don't do it.
And we can say that the same way we brush our teeth and we shower every day, we should do the abdominal contractions as well, right?
Mm-hmm.
To being part of our cleanse routine, it should be an important part. And then we go to the most visible part of our practice, that are the flexibility and strength techniques known as body techniques. So we have a few groups of exercises that we do in every class with the objective of gaining strength and at the same time working on the flexibility. And the objective is that at the end of the day, our objective is to live longer, healthier. At least I think it should be. If it's not, it's okay. But my opinion is that to do that, I need to have a healthy body. So to have a healthy body, I have to train the strength and the flexibility.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the next step of our practice, right?
Yeah.
You want to talk a little bit about that as well?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So the third group, the body techniques, are just a group of exercises and challenges and transitions, because transitions for us are as important as the positions,
Mm-hmm.
that will always challenge you on your mobility.
Mm-hmm.
So that means strength and flexibility,
Mm-hmm.
balance, which is very important to
Everything.
age. Yeah. If you're gonna age,
hopefully.
Yes. So the sense of balance, improving the sense of balance, is essential. Okay, and having an overall body awareness,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
which can be very, very important for, like, if you do sports, it will help you. It will also help you to understand there's something that's not right,
Mm-hmm.
because you are more aware of the muscle. Is that a muscle or a joint? No, it's just pain. Probably one of our practitioners say, no, it's a muscle. I know.
I can isolate and I know exactly where the problem is.
Yes. So that awareness in multiple ways to improve your performance in sports, or just avoiding something, or be aware of something is not 100%. That's the body awareness that we want to develop, that help us. And of course, you're going to build up your strength, you're going to improve your flexibility, your mobility overall, which is great. Okay, it just brings you, put your body into a good shape. That doesn't mean it's the archetypal gym body shape.
Yeah,
it's not that. If you want, you can do that, but it won't bring you that kind of result. You're gonna bring you I would say a wellness body, in a way that you're gonna feel good. And always the same thing as when breathing, you have a starting point. It never ends.
It never ends.
It's just go. Exactly.
Then the favorite part of a lot of students, that's the relaxation techniques. I always like to say that the same way when you learn something, you have to sleep to assimilate what you just learned. You have to do your relaxation technique in order to absorb the techniques that you just executed. So
Mhm.
this is the almost the final part of our practice. You lie down, you relax, you do a kind of breathing that is going to help you relax. You can use your mentalization as well. Then you're going to relax. And also you can, depending on the class, you can do some mentalizations
Yep.
of the objectives, the dreams that you want to achieve in your life. So it's like a touch base for those objectives or those changes that you want to do with your life. And something else important about this part?
Yeah, the good thing is you're going to train relaxation.
Mm-hmm.
You're not just going to relax, you're going to improve on the way that you relax. And as teachers, when we see a new student learning how to relax in the first classes, and then a couple of months later, how so easily they get into the zone of relaxation, how easy it is.
Mm-hmm.
It's just amazing, because when I give classes to newcomers, not for all, but there's a big and an expressive group of people that have a hard time relaxing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They struggle with the exercise,
Mm-hmm.
and they just need more attention there.
Yeah.
They just need more time.
Mm-hmm.
They just need to have a more pleasant experience relaxing. Then the next class, it will be better and better. And then boom,
Yeah.
they realize how to relax. And one of the common mistakes that I see for newcomers is when I say, for example, relax your hands, and they move their hands.
It's the opposite.
Yeah, the thing is that any kind of movement that you do, you are either activating muscles or ligaments.
Yeah.
Or tendons, okay?
Yeah.
And so the goal is not to activate, is to relax them.
Exactly.
And so when I see that, I say, okay, this person will need more time to realize that movement is not the way that is going to relax.
Yeah.
It's just to loose,
Mm-hmm.
let go, deactivate,
Release.
disengage muscles. And that's hard.
Yeah.
It's not the easiest exercise to do.
Mm-hmm.
But then when you do it,
It's so good.
and it's good, you're going to get better through time. It's very amazing.
I always remember of that student that you had that came to us and he had a really hard time to getting asleep. And he was like, oh, I can't sleep at night. I have to take medicine to sleep. I can't sleep. I have such a hard time to sleep. And every class that, even though the objective of this contraction is not to sleep, it impacted him so much that he fell asleep like a baby in Nuno's class. And one day he asked me, can I bring him home so I can sleep better? And I said, no way. So they are really good. And we know that I would say 40% of people, it's a really high number. I would say it's 40% have a hard time going to sleep.
Yeah.
So it's not the objective, but also it's so ancient and it's so useful. Everyone should do it.
Yeah,
everyone should do it. It's so incredible. And then the most important part, the mindfulness meditation. It's the last part of our
Correct.
of our practice. You want to explain?
Yeah. So we did this whole journey since breathing till meditation. So your body, your breath, your emotions, your emotional state, and even your mindset is better for the meditation exercise. Okay. For example, if I say to you, okay, stop thinking. Impossible. Okay. Yeah. And it's just like, no way. You kind of go against, or focus on number 8. And then why 9? Why not 9? And then you start wandering and everything else.
Don't think of the donkey.
Yeah, don't think of the donkey or whatever. But when you do the class, you kind of are shaping your mind, your emotional state, your body. So when we do the meditation, we are better equipped.
Clearer minder.
Yeah.
Clearer minds.
So we can do a good concentration exercise.
Yes.
Okay.
True.
And so when you sit, close your eyes and do the exercise that is suggested by the teacher, there's no worries. You are more serene. You're more comfortable.
Yeah.
Everything is in the right place for the meditation exercise.
Yeah.
So it kind of builds a structure for a good meditation.
Even your mind, your thoughts, everything, like you're bringing everything to this moment.
Mm-hmm.
So the waves, your brain waves, they're being prepared to this moment.
Yeah.
It's going to work way better at the end of the practice than if you just go sit and say, okay, now I'm going to meditate.
Yeah.
It's going to take longer.
Mm-hmm.
But if you do all those things that they work for so many different things, but also, and maybe the most important, when you sit to meditate, it's going to be easier, way easier.
Yes.
And okay, that's it. This is one of our basic practices. I know that it seems a lot, but when you go,
it's easy peasy.
When you go in the flow with a good instructor, with a good teacher, you're gonna enjoy a lot. So here's my invitation: come, enroll, participate, practice with us, and I'm sure you're not going to regret. The only regret is going to be why I didn't start it earlier. So we're gonna wait for you and see them next week, right?
Yes, next week we're gonna be here once again.
Yay, have a mindful week.
Bye-bye.